Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, is the official agency of the government of Japan that implements grants and technical cooperation under the Japanese government's official development assistance. There are JICA offices in 78 countries throughout the world, supporting more than 150 developing countries. The PNG JICA office was formally established in 1983. However, JICA was assisting Papua New Guinea in a number of sectors even before independence in 1975. JICA has placed great emphasis in the area of human resource development in order to develop Papua New Guinea and improve the welfare of the people. This is achieved by dispatching experts and volunteers, providing overseas training, supplying equipment and facilitates, and offering development studies. Now we would like to show you what projects JICA is involved with in Papua New Guinea. PNG is blessed with a diverse and unspoiled environment, abundant natural resources, and friendly people. JICA supports 5 major sectors: health, education, infrastructure, primary industry, and environment. Health is a fundamental requirement if life is to be enjoyed and prosperous. JICA has provided support to the primary health care in areas such as immunization, with special emphasis given to women and child health, and providing safe drinking water, especially for rural population. There have been 7 hospitals reconstructed throughout Papua New Guinea, including the Port Moresby General Hospital and the Lei Engau Memorial Hospital. JICA also provides medical equipment and medical volunteers dispatched to these hospitals.
Work blowing me one hard working man. I support limol sick man. Time working work blowing is very faithful of work blowing. Platan supposed space in the camen. Time to block was sana plus to learn about so me to blow one kind of technique but working law is like an fracture or stiff law one part law body.
JICA study teams exchanges views and ideas with the authorities concerned regarding health services deliveries in order to formulate priority projects based on the National Health Plan and Health Sector Investment Program of Papua New Guinea. JICA believes that education and human resource development are the basis for the country's development. JICA also supports in the development of teaching materials and teachers' education. Currently, there are 50 volunteers working in vocational, secondary, technical schools and universities throughout the country. Approximately 2,000 participants from Papua New Guinea have attended various technical training programs in Japan.
The commitment that the personnel have produced towards the teaching of the various technical fields has been very useful. Their standard of work is very high, and as long as our kids understand that there is a higher standard that they have to work towards.
Go!
In the Education Media Center at the Curriculum Development Division, radio and audiovisual materials are being produced for children in Papua New Guinea. Moreover, JICA has supported over 20 LAMB centers, literacy awareness material production centers, throughout the country.
In
the village, there are not enough reading materials, so we decided to produce a community newspaper which we distributed to every villages in Morobe province. I will leave this country soon. My final task is to make sure my counterpart carry on the task of producing this newspaper, and I believe he can do it because of his commitment towards his job. This newspaper will improve their literacy skills.
Under the Friendship Program for the 21st century, more than 400 teachers and public servants visited Japan.
My going over to Japan is brought me a lot of knowledge and experience. I learned a lot from just by going there, and I'm able to come back and tell my students here, and the students are very interested in hearing from a personal experience than from reading from a textbook.
In order to improve the quality of life and the standard of living, JICA has focused its resources in the development of the country's infrastructure through constructions of roads, bridges, airports, and radio stations.
We had a bit of difficulties trying to touch these facilities. We had them here, but we're not too sure of how to do the testings and all this. But since they've come here, at least we've got some fair idea how to handle these problems. And I'm pretty sure we can work on them after this.
We want to strong bridge trade along people of this country. Important too long all harpla line long highlands. Na medeng sibik evolve by benefit on this bridge. Big benefits trade by come up. And new way building bridge and first bridge along this country. Strong foundation blom straight.
Since the radio station in East New Britain opens, the children are always happy to have the programs in our classroom because the reception is very clear and we learn things very easily when we have the broadcast in our classrooms.
I think for group sending 5 pushing for I think group and so effect rewards of control for here this.
This is NBC News in details. Researchers in Woodall University has confirmed that rice farming in East New Britain has been very successful.
Although 86% of the people of Papua New Guinea live in rural areas, access to nutritious food is a must for healthy living. JICA supports nutritious food through agriculture and fish farming for rural areas. In order to increase agricultural production, the government of Japan also provides fertilizers and agricultural machinery.
I went to Japan at the University of Obihiro under the JICA scholarship for 3.5 months. When I came back, we had this JICA aid thing going around, so I put in submissions for some equipment, and now we are using them to teach our students and to do research in this university.
After I returned from Japan, the kids and the community at large, they're very keen on the rice, and they enjoy harvesting. Most of the students will go back to the village and will be able to support their own family with what they learn in this school on rice farming.
The government of Japan provided a concessional loan of over 60 million kina to the Rural Development Bank under a two-step loan program in order to provide financial assistance to small farmers and small entrepreneurs in Papua New Guinea. In support of this program, a JICA expert is serving as an advisor to the Rural Development Bank for effective utilization of the Japanese loan for the development and welfare of rural communities in Papua New Guinea.
Could do things better because of his experience and exposure. So I'm very confident that we could meet that challenge, and then with my good national officers, I believe we can be able to achieve our objectives here.
Freshwater fish such as carp and tilapia is regarded as a substitute source of protein. At the Highlands Aquaculture Development Center in the Eastern Highlands Province, passing of fish farming skills to rural farmers was made possible through JICA's support, resulting in over 1 million fingerlings hatching annually.
The 5 experts from JICA came in here, and they provide a lot of technical support here. We can increase our production, we can develop to come to the standard where we expected, so that we can use this project as one of the models within this country.
The national staff as well as experts and volunteers are all working together to ensure that the project remains a success.
Time Futosi come inside now. Na mi school me lo sampla tin lo look out in fish now. Okay, me got big pla interest. Na mi pla walk one time ago, me look out me go na sampla walk big pla walk me yet walking. Lo side lo Futosi am sa halwim good lo tin na school me lo walking walk.
Me visit un plant farmer and so Eva and good farmer because I'm talking about me na behind tin or me and me how much on this kind of work. I'm trust on me na asking me planting me need to meet tin one time come up on this big project.
Development and protection of the environment are two areas that cannot be separated from a country's sustainable development. JICA believes that in order to utilize and develop PNG's abundant resources, careful consideration must be given to the management of the environment so that it may continue to be developed in a sustainable way. JICA provides support in PNG's two major export earners, forestry and mining. The Forest Research Institute, FRI, was established in 1989 through a Japanese grant aid. Since its establishment for the past 10 years, JICA has supported activities in research work in sustainable forestry development and conservation. The dispatch of experts, counterpart training, and provisions of equipment are the main components of project-type technical cooperation. During this period, JICA dispatched 68 experts, accepted 35 PNG trainee counterparts in Japan for overseas training, and 5 Papua New Guinean researchers have obtained master degrees at Japanese universities.
At this stage, the PNG researchers are prepared and are quite capable of carrying on the research programs which have been initiated.
This project has been very successful. It's a work of an expert and the counterparts. The purpose of this project is to generate seeds for future plantations of Papua New Guinea. We will also help the farmers. By year 2001, these trees will be ready for seed collection.
Since 1994, JICA has provided experts to the Department of Mining and Engineering and are still continuing to do so. These experts assist in mineral analysis and environmental monitoring in the mining industry.
During this 1 year, Monday to Friday, we've been together. I'm pretty sure it's given me a lot of information on this instrument. And I will teach my subordinates, my junior staff, and students also. In the future, we will bring some consultancy work from other mining industries which currently sending the samples outside of Papua New Guinea to analyze. That's exactly what the instrument is doing.
To make sure that each project is appropriate, relevant, and sustainable, JICA conducts discussions and consultations with the Papua New Guinea government and the immediate project beneficiaries. JICA invites provincial project officers and related government personnel to seminars aimed at educating potential project recipients on the steps in developing project proposals. JICA maintains its commitment to sustainable development, peace, stability, and partnership. Work together, think together is our model. JICA realizes this through projects that provide practical support.
There is nothing different with what JICA is doing currently. We welcome JICA's emphasis on regions and sectors because that also works out well with our own medium-term development strategy towards sustainable development planning in PNG.
It is JICA's hope and the hope of the people of Japan that the next generation is able to live a healthy, prosperous, and peaceful environment. Working together for a better tomorrow, this is JICA's mission.